The three mechanisms that drive the positive changes, the positive adaptations that occur with blood flow restriction training are hypoxia or hypoxic environment, mechanical stress, and metabolic stress. Hypoxia or a hypoxic environment is created when the inflated cuff restricts blood flow into the limb, which is known as arterial inflow. Arterial inflow is restricted, which restricts the amount of oxygen being delivered to this occluded limb. The decrease in oxygen triggers what are known as hypoxia-inducible factors, or HIFs, HIFs. They are a master regulator within the human body, and they turn on genes that improve performance. Two of the major contributions that HIFs have is they are going to increase the expression of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which is neuroprotective, and they're also going to increase expression of VEGF, vascular endothelial growth factor, which ultimately results in angiogenesis, or the growth of new blood vessels. Mechanical stress is caused by the occlusion of blood and the prevention, right, of that venous outflow. So when this cuff is on, it's restricting arterial inflow and is completely occluding or stopping venous outflow. When venous outflow is prevented, that blood has to go somewhere. So it begins to fill the muscle cells. As those muscle cells fill up with blood, that is what is known as cellular swelling, or if you're familiar with resistance training, that's that pump that you get. Blood flow restriction causes that pump or that cell swelling. As that muscle cell fills with blood, that membrane swells and stretches. As that membrane stretches, it communicates to the nucleus, hey, we aren't big enough. We need to grow larger. The upregulation of muscle protein synthesis occurs with cell swelling. The mTOR pathway gets upregulated. At that point, you're also going to see increases of testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin-like growth factor. At the same time as the mechanical stress is occurring, you have the buildup of metabolic stress. By preventing venous outflow, we get the buildup of metabolic byproducts within this limb. We're talking phosphate, hydrogen ions, reactive oxygen species, and lactate. Once the cuff comes off and that occlusion is taken off, all of those metabolic byproducts are then circulated throughout the body, stimulating increased production of growth hormone, insulin-like growth factor, and testosterone. Also upregulating muscle protein synthesis and downregulating myostatin production. So those are the three mechanisms that drive the positive changes, the positive adaptations of blood flow restriction training. The hypoxic environment created due to the lack of oxygen, and then the mechanical and metabolic stress that's created by preventing that blood from escaping that limb, by preventing venous outflow.